As I was walking through here, I saw Chris Gallon on crutches working on the situation there.
Yeah, I mean he has a minor fracture of a bone. He does not need surgery. He'll be out for the rest of spring, but every indication is that he'll be full go by early June or even middle of May.
Any other injuries at this point?
Little bumps and bruises. Knock on wood, nothing right now that we think would cost a player camp.
Will you talk a little bit and kind of update us on where the team is? Are things progressing at the level you'd like to at this point?
I don't think it ever progresses at the level you'd like to. Our goal would be that we'd like to be playing at a level that we're going to easily make a BCS bowl.
Okay.
So I don't think a coach is ever going to walk off the practice field saying they're satisfied. I would say this: we've had 10 practices and we haven't had a bad one. I think right now that our football team has developed a mentality, has developed a work ethic. There's enough competition that when guys come out here, they work, and we get good work done. We're getting a lot of situations in, and I think our guys show up ready to go, and that's been really encouraging.
Is there a group at this point that's really caught your eyes through 10 practices in terms of what they've done, what they've accomplished?
Our wide receivers have gotten better. I don't think we're executing and playing with the consistency at that unit that you need to be a great unit, but it is clearly a level above what we practiced at a year ago and performed at. And certainly the move to Kendall Montgomery at end, I think, is going to help us. I mean, he has really stuck out. He has the ability to rush the passer. He did it last year well, and he never played it. Now that he's actually getting practice reps at it, he's coming along really nicely. So, that's a group, and there's some other those other young D linemen. I think in time are going to be good players. So hopefully we stay healthy next year, and they become 15, 20, 25 rep guys. But you never know. If somebody gets banged up, they're going to have to be ready to step up and play 40, 50 plays.
Will you talk a little bit about what you've seen from the offensive line at this point?
I just think they play with more consistency. There's less missed assignments. I think our quarterbacks are getting more time to throw the ball, and part of that is a function that 91 has graduated, and the other two starting tackles are not practicing. So, the O-line looks better. I think in part it's because they are better, but I think it's also in part because right now Brian Thomas, Ted Allett, and Jarris Campbell and Brian Baird are practicing. So we should be ahead on the O-line than the D-line right now.
Are you having other guys on the offensive line step up? You wanted more competition in terms of number of guys competing. Are you getting that at this point?
Yeah, it's still early. I think there's 4 guys right now that are going to start for us. I mean, Chief, Kay Cueva, Alex Huddle, Dominic Fallone, and Fawn Cooper. I mean, those guys are pretty solidified and good players. Christian Piazza right now would be the 5th. But that young offensive line group, and you can go across the board, Dalton Chapman, Jacob Bennett, J.J. Began, Ben Stewart, Logan Dietz, that whole group, all those guys have a chance to be good players. And they are where you'd expect redshirt freshman offensive linemen to be. But they come out here, they work hard, they get better, they're physical, they're starting to play faster. And that, to me, will be the real interesting battle, is of that group, who becomes 6, 7, 8. And certainly Darian Delaney has had his moments that he's looked good too. And so that's really the internal competition, that we will have better depth than we've had here in 4 years. But if somebody goes down, are those guys going to be ready to play a full game? And right now, no. By late August, it has to be yes.